I work in a very small environment with limited budgets, so I rely on my vendors. I push them to be looking at the AI piece. I question them on the AI piece. My workforce is 53 years. The average age is 53 years. So I'm trying to push technologies to people that are about to retire, and I have no idea how we're going to recruit millennials and fill in those positions. So I have constant conversation with my vendors. If any vendor shows up just once a year, just asking for the invoice, I don't do business with them anymore. I want to have a constant conversation, strategic partnership. I want to see what their roadmaps are. What technologies are they looking at? Is blockchain on their radar? What are they doing with machine learning? Because there are practical applications right now. So I'm constantly challenging them, and if I don't feel like they're up to the par, I'm looking at other avenues right now, and that's the only way I know I can survive with the environment that I work in, the budgets that I'm limited to, but yet we're pushing forward.
We're not a big shop. We're about 1,200 person organization, so we need to rely a lot on our partner models and so forth. So we've been very lucky to have few partners that have taken the journey with us, and more importantly, in some shape or form, we also put some, most of our eggs in one basket with some of the vendors as well, which kind of gives me some headaches at times. But given being we'd be so integrated with them and so forth, but the journey has been phenomenal. And these are all the major players and whatnot. So it's been helpful from that point of view. It's primarily been on the partnership model with the vendor community, some research with the academia as well, but that's been more on the, I would say, 80-20 rule kind of a deal. So I think the 80% has been really much on the partnership model with the vendor side. But other than that, I don't think we have any silver bullets to figure out how to get ahead of the digitization fairly quickly.
One thing we did for TMX with Asha is we definitely did a few POC. We came in with our technical guys. We proved for use case.
Yep.
One was automation on Ansible, and then one was CloudForm. And that's what we do. We come in, and you guys are allowing us 4 or 5 days because we don't stay there more than 4 or 5 days because we want to show the use case and get out. So, and that's kind of the things we do for our customers.
I agree with Luke. I think leveraging the partners in exactly that way with a use case and a POC and the willingness to fund the proof of concept at full pop, because everyone's got to make money, right? At the end of the day, no one's doing it for free. You're going to gain, and then if you decide to acquire, then 75% of that comes back. Sorry,
UC is free, so it's
a percent. Well, some of them aren't, right? Some of them you have to stand up environments and stuff. There's investment, right? But you go into it thinking you're going to buy this, you're going to acquire it, and then if you pay full pop and then come back and get a discount on what like a coupon credit for what you paid for a portion back to the price. At the end of the day, it's just all how you manipulate the cost, right?
Yeah, but I think commitment on both sides, right?
That's right. That's right. And I think, like some POCs, I agree that they can be freebies or they're fairly standalone. But if you have to go a bit further to the organization, I think you have to be willing to pay the vendor and get it back when you fully invest.
Assuming you might see value at the end of that.
Yes,
you're
that's
more
right.
inclined, obviously, right?
Exactly. And part of that is that kind of that implementation services, configuration services, stand-up services, et cetera. And again, to your point, Roberto, we're an OpEx model, so it's easier to do that because if you're a CapEx, OpEx, now you're trying to justify both, right? It's a bit harder, right? But it really works in an OpEx model where you build implementation or stand-up services into the acquisition and just make it part of the acquisition. And the vendors really help a lot.